What's up, guys? So we got a UFC video here today. It's going to be on the post-fight results slash review and post-fight analysis on the fights of the UFC on Fox 20 card, HOLM versus SHEVCHENKO. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Talk about these fights. But first, right off the bat, I just want to say that I went a 9 out of 11 on my picks. So whoever bets on fights and watched my videos, I hope you guys, bet some money and hopefully win some money. Or if you guys didn't listen to me, well, too bad, I guess. But I did lose 2 picks. That was the herrig fight and the first fight of the night, the heavyweights fighting. Let me scroll down right here. The Henrique versus Smolikov. I picked the Smolikov. I should have went with Henrique, someone who has already fought in the UFC, but I really counted him out in that fight. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the fight. So first fight of the night, we got Luis Henrique against Dmitry Smolikov. My pick here was Smolikov to win by a second round knockout, and it didn't work out too good, guys. The fight ended up going 2 rounds, but Henrique is the one that ended up winning. So in the first round, Dmitry, he looked a little like he was doing all right, like really good takedown defense. In the clinch, he seemed strong. He seemed good for like the first 2 or 3 minutes. And after that, it seemed like he started fading already. He couldn't really like hurt Henrique with any big punch or anything like that. But yeah, Henrique won that first round. Then we go on to the second round, and that's when Dmitry starts looking, tired, and yeah, he just really faded really badly. This guy has absolutely no cardio past the second round, or the start of the second round, pretty much. So yeah, it was my mistake. I probably should have figured he wouldn't have that much good cardio, but he's a heavyweight. Heavyweight fights can go pretty much almost either way. I really thought Dimitri's striking and power would be enough, with the takedown defense, would be enough to, just pretty much beat up Henrique on the feet. But Henrique looked a little bit sharper on the feet. He also threw a lot of strikes, but a lot of those were on the ground. All those strikes that you're seeing right there, he was landing some ground and pound on Dmitry. Henrique looked pretty good, though. Not super impressive, but, he looked good. The guy's a young fighter. He did lose to Ngannou, which is why I really counted him out. But yeah, Dmitry, he was 8-0, all finishes. I know a lot of people also went with me and picked Dmitry on this one. So, it happens. But anyways, I lost that pick. Moving on to the next fight, Jim Ellis against Jason Knight. I picked Jason Knight here to win by decision. That's what happened. The stand-up was the difference here. Knight was better on the feet. Threw a lot of fucking volume. Look at all those strikes he threw right there. He landed 76 significant strikes, total strikes, and almost 100 strikes. Landed a shit ton of strikes. He looked good on the feet. A good jab. Good. Pretty much just good striking. Using his length. Also, when they got to the ground, he also showed some takedown defense. Also, as you can see, 4 out of 10 takedowns for Ellis. He didn't get 100% or anything like that. Only 40%. So Jason Knight showed some good takedown defense. Also, he's good on the ground anyway, good submission skills. And yeah, I remember picking Jason Knight on this fight. I thought maybe I was initially going with Ellis, but then I switched my pick to Knight in the end for the video for you guys, if you guys didn't watch the video. So yeah, I went with Knight because his striking, was obviously the difference here. Kept it on the feet, won the fight on the feet. Ellis' chin, I would say, is not too good. I'm surprised he didn't get finished in the fight. Took some good shots. But yeah, it was overall a really fun fight, guys, and I highly recommend you guys watch it on Fight Pass. Next fight, Oliveira versus Moontasri. Fight starts off kind of slow, and Oliveira also throws a knee throws a low blow on Moontasri here with the knee. Moontasri, I thought the fight was going to be over right there, but Moontasri recovered. They went back to the fight, and after that, Oliveira just slowly kept winning the fight. He really used his strength advantage and his power to pretty much just dominate Moontasri. Took him down, kept him against the clinch a lot, landing knees, just dirty boxing him against the clinch, against the cage and whatnot. He was just pretty much outpowering his opponent. Moontasri just didn't have the strength. He didn't have the strength advantage or the ground skills to get off the ground or get off the cage. He just couldn't get his strikes going, which is why I picked Oliveira. I knew he was going to be stronger, and I also knew he had the power advantage and also had some good striking overall. I had Oliveira, to win by third round knockout, if you guys can see right here. But I also could have seen it go to decision. Either ways, it was by decision. So either way, still win two out of 3 on my picks for Fight Pass. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and move on to the next fight. Prazeres against Caldwell. Pretty much just a dominating performance here by Prazeres. Pretty much what this guy did the whole fight. Took him down. As you can see, Caldwell did show some takedown defense, because Prazeres went for 14 takedowns and he only got half of them. But 7 takedowns is already a shit ton of takedowns anyway. But yeah, Prazeres pretty much does what Prazeres does. He's kind of like a Gleison Tebow. Just likes to take you down, beat you up on the ground, and shit like that. His striking also looked pretty good on the feet. He threw some good body kicks. Overall, dominating performance for Mitchell Prazeres. But this was pretty much very, like everybody saw this coming pretty much. It wasn't like, we were shocked or anything like that. We already knew Caldwell here has not fought high-level competition. He's coming in short notice. Too much against Caldwell, so Prazeres here got it done as expected. So like I said, I picked Prazeres to win by decision. Next fight, Guzman against Yarkov, guys. I really just overall missed this whole fight, so I really cannot comment on it much. But from what the stats show here, it was a dominating performance for Guzman. Obviously landed significant strikes, landed takedowns. Yarkov takedown defense wasn't super good as most people would have thought. Pretty much Guzman looked good, just based on stats, guys. I actually, like I said, missed this pretty much the whole fight. I think I only caught like at the end of the 3rd round or something like that. But yeah, there's not much else to say, but I did pick that. I did pick Guzman to win by decision, and that's what went down. The next fight, Elkins against Pepe. As expected, Elkins does what Elkins does. He grinds you, beats you up on the ground, lands some strikes, lands takedowns. He gets beat up during the process. He gets bloodied up from the bottom, from Pepe landing some elbows and whatnot. But, Elkins is going to Elkins, guys. This guy's a damn grinder, and, if you don't have good takedown defense, expect to get taken down and beat up on the ground, man. This guy pretty much always out-cardios people and just pretty much puts this pace on you with his takedowns, and overall puts everything really well together. He throws some random body kicks, and then out of nowhere he goes with the takedown, right? So this guy does what he does. Picked him winning by decision. Overall, a good performance for Elkins. But I think Pepe, maybe, I want to say, I don't know if he won a round, but he did land some, like an illegal knee on one of those rounds. But anyways, doesn't matter. As you can see, 12 minutes of control time pretty much for Elkins. So, dominant win for Elkins. And like I said, I had Elkins by decision also. Next fight, Saenz against Eddie Wineland. Fight is close on paper here. Yeah, pretty much Wineland, I would say, overall won the fight, guys. This guy, obviously he won from a 3rd round knockout, but 1st round he hurt Saenz. 2nd round, let me see if it's going to show the knockdowns here. No, it wasn't. They didn't show knockdowns, but it seemed like every round Wineland landed a good punch on Saenz, and Saenz felt the power. But in the end, Wineland here was able to come through and get a win after, like, not doing too good in the UFC recently. It looked like, he was just going to come over here and lose again, but I had faith in Wineland. I thought he'd get it done, and he did. So yeah, I had actually Wineland by decision. I scroll up, but yeah, it ended up being Wineland by knockout. Either way, still got the finish. Still got the win and the finish. And yeah, I went 4 out of 4 on my Fox prelims picks. Moving on here to the main card. Felice herrig against kailin curran. So I had Curran winning by decision. Didn't end up going at all that way. Pretty much herrig here started really fast. Yeah, she got a takedown on Curran, which I did not really expect because Curran has the wrestling. I knew it was going to be a close fight. Both of them are not like, the best of fighters. I knew it was going to be close, but either way, herrig here, I just thought she wasn't going to do as good, but because of the takedowns, because I knew Curran, like I said, has that wrestling, so I thought I was going to stay on the feet the whole time. But herrig here was able to get a takedown, work the takedown, obviously, and then she was able to get a submission win, guys, in the 1st round, which was pretty nice. She got that rear naked choke in. Once I saw kailin curran get in that position, it looked like she really did not have much of a ground game. So I was thinking to myself, like, damn, like, why did I pick Curran? But, it's going to happen sometimes with these picks. Counted out herrig a bit. But yeah, she looked good in this fight, guys. So I ended up losing ended up losing on this pick. Moving on to the next fight, Ngannou against Bojan. Pretty much, Ngannou does what Ngannou does. I had him winning by first round knockout. That's what happened. He fought this guy named Bojan, who is not a high-level opponent. Made his UFC debut. They were scheduled to fight before. Fight didn't happen, and they scheduled it again. It looks like Bojan was just brought in to make Ngannou look good. Bojan, this guy should be like a light heavyweight or something, but it seems like he's just too lazy to cut the weight. Yeah, a lot of people saw this coming, and of course saw it coming also. And yeah, Ngannou just pretty much finished him on the ground. A lot of people were saying it was early stoppage. To me, it didn't really matter anyway, because it seemed like Ngannou was going to finish him anyway in the first round. So, yeah, not much else to say on that fight. Ngannou looks good, but, you know, keep an eye on Ngannou. This guy, you know, could be a prospect here nowadays. You know, heavyweight division ain't too big now. So, next fight, co-main event, Barbosa against Melendez. I had Barbosa winning by decision. As you can see, that's what happened. Pretty much, Barbosa does what Barbosa does, guys. Lands a lot of leg kicks, stays at distance. You know, just does what he does, being a technical multi-striker. Melendez couldn't get a takedown at all, and I saw that happening. Of course, like I said in my prediction video, Barbosa's gonna have to take down the fans. He's gonna have the striking advantage and everything. Even though I like Melendez, and you know, I'm a fan of the scrap pack and whatnot, you know, I gotta be smart here, and I picked a smart pick. Barbosa to win by decision. That's what ended up happening. Pretty much, Barbosa just chewed him up with those leg kicks. Melendez did have a moment, some moments in the fight where he landed a nice punch. You know, it seemed like it stunned Barbosa a bit, but overall, Barbosa just beat him up, you know, on the feet. Just started striking him, landed those beautiful leg kicks like he always does, lands those clean kicks, and really butchered Melendez's leg. So, not much to say there, guys. Alright, main event. So, HOLM against Valentina Shevchenko. Of course, a lot of you guys probably win HOLM. And I mean, can't blame you guys for picking HOLM. Obviously, she's a big name, former champion. So almost would have won the Miesha Tate fight till she got caught with the submission. Anyways, so I ended up picking Valentina Shevchenko by decision. So you can see when we go scroll up over here, there it is right there. I went Shevchenko by decision, and yeah, pretty much I saw Shevchenko winning this fight. I know the fight was going to be kind of close, but it wasn't even really that close, because HOLM just kept getting countered, guys, the whole time. Kept eating Valentina's counter right hand, the counter right hook or whatever. Kept taking a shit ton of Valentina's leg kicks. You know, her leg was a little beat up in that fight, I thought. And yeah, HOLM was not really used to being aggressive at all. She just kept getting countered by Shevchenko. Pretty much Shevchenko, all she did in the whole fight was counter HOLM. She did get some takedowns in that fight, and she also got some top control on HOLM. I think in I don't even know what round it was, probably third round. Yeah, here it is right there. Click third round. You see she has some top control right there. Pretty much, Shevchenko won all the rounds except, I would say, maybe the first round. I would say was HOLM's, because it looked like HOLM like rocked Valentina shortly after she landed a little combination. But even the stats here looks close. But as you can see, as the rounds go on, it was all Valentina. 49-46 is what my pick was. You know, when I was actually watching the fight, and you know, watching the fight with my brothers and whatnot, I had Valentina winning Shevchenko 49-46. That was with the official scoring. So yeah, Valentina, very dominating performance. I knew her striking would keep her out of danger from HOLM's like head kicks and whatnot. I just knew overall she was a really well-rounded fighter, and I knew she could get this win. And yeah, so that's all I really got to say, guys. Fights were cool, nothing too crazy, but you know, fights are fights, and overall, a nice, fun night of fights. If I would have to rate the card, I would go ahead and rate it maybe 7 out of 10. You know, 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't a bad night of fights. A lot of people thought the fights were boring, but you know, overall, I thought the fights were pretty fun. The whole card, overall. So, main card, I ended up going obviously 3 out of 4 because of the herrig and curran fight. So overall, guys, like I said, overall my picks right there, 9 out of 11. So you guys can see right there. Scroll down, boom, my pick summary right there. So that's all I really gotta say, guys. Yeah. Also, I did win a little bit of money on DraftKings, but not much because I had Smolyakov on all my lineups, and that was a really big mistake. This guy right here, fucking Dimitri, cost me some money. If I had picked someone else, I know I could have made a lot more money on DraftKings anyway. But yeah, guys, overall, that's all I really got to say. If you guys haven't joined DraftKings, check out the link below in the description. And yeah, guys, for you people who are betting on fights, don't forget to check out my videos. You know, sometimes my picks are really on point, sometimes they're not. But, you know, I'd say I'm doing pretty good recently. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys on the next video.